Well, good morning. I have a fun one today, and it doesn't involve an airplane or a helicopter, but I guarantee it's going to be an adventure. So I got a text super early this morning from the executive director of the Alaska Zoo. And she said, "Are you scuba certified? And if so, can you be at the zoo quickly?" Well, I am scuba certified, and I could be at the zoo early this morning. So I grabbed my regulator because, well, let's be honest here, I don't like breathing out of somebody else's equipment. I also grabbed my mask and a wetsuit because I have no idea what they're gonna throw me into today, but I have a sneaky suspicion it's going to be cold. Okay, update. I know what I'm doing now, and well, let me show you, it's easier. I'm making a polar bear pool clean again. Yeah, this is Cranberry. Say hi, Cran. So Cranberry is one of the polar bears at the Alaska Zoo. We're actually waiting on Kova, who's out there right now. She is still swimming, but Cran and I are gonna hang out and we're gonna make her pool look really nice. Okay, so they told me they have some dive gear here. I brought my regulator and my mask and my wetsuit, but they have some stuff, which is good. So let's kind of see what we're working with. All right, so we have an older BCD suction cup. I think that's gonna be for the glass. And then I brought my regulator. It's just your basic Scuba Pro 195. Hooked into just your very, very basic computer. Shows me pressure, shows me what I'm working with while I'm diving. I brought my mask with me. It looks like we've got 3 tanks that have all been recently visualed and hydroed, which is good. I'm assuming that we have no red tape on this, but we've got 2 on this. So these are either full or empty. So I'm gonna hook those up to my gauges here and I'm gonna check those out. So, I mean, this is gonna be pretty straightforward. You know, I'm starting to realize that there's a dry suit sitting right there, and I brought a wetsuit. So I have no idea how cold this is gonna be, but I guess we're gonna go find out.
I don't like you, but I love you, going above. I don't want you, but I need you, and I leave you. I don't like you, but I love you, going above. I don't want you, but I need you.
Now we're gonna take a look at the BCD.
Think about now, 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 now. Think about now, 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 now. Get on with it.
All right, I mean, I've been diving in a lot of places before. This is an older setup, but truthfully, I'm only diving in about 15 to 20 feet of water, so it's really not that bad. These were recently hydroed, you can tell. I've got a little hydro stamp on there, so that's good. They were visualed, I've checked everything out. All of my equipment works, my regulator, first stage, second stage work, so that makes me happy. I think it's time to get in the water, see what happens. Alrighty, so hose, drainage hose. We have to get the pump set up apparently. We have onlookers at the zoo, but that's the pool I'm cleaning. Let's get going. When all else fails, advice from a polar bear. So we have a full pool to clean. So we got windows, windows, windows. And those are all done with a squeegee essentially. And all this gets vacuumed.
Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Just my kind of heat, keep it on repeat. Tested by the motion, loving this devotion.
When you think about how much power a polar bear has, those are 35-gallon drums that they just rip apart like they're nothing. All right, so there are the windows that we got to scrub. Now that the pumps are off, you can actually see a lot more. And you think these are like balls? These things are like, they're almost solid plastic. That's the only way they can survive, because a polar bear can destroy those. All right, so we figured out the pump. We've got water pumping out. That means the suction hose is suctioning. It's time for me to don the suit and get in the water. Let's do this. Well, it looks better than it did, that's for sure. And I think I'm gonna hop back in here next week and really get into it. We ended up clogging the pump a couple of different times, so. Overall, that's a success. I mean, that was flat out about as good as it was gonna get. I had incredible topside support. I was in the water for about an hour. We got everything vacuumed. I got all the glass cleaned. It looks way, way better. One of the questions I've been getting a lot lately is, how do I get myself into these situations? I mean, today was a really good example, right? It didn't involve aviation in any capacity. But people ask, like, hey, how do you get yourself into this kind of stuff? And the truth is, I say yes. And I'm not saying go say yes to unsafe things. I'm saying that if you have the skill set to do it, or you have the want or desire to go do some of these things, do it and say yes. So if an opportunity is presented, usually I'm gonna say yes to it, because I never know where that's gonna take me. Today, it took me diving in a polar bear enclosure. So if you like this kind of content and you like to see the kind of crazy things that I get myself into sometimes, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you along the journey. We have a lot of cool things in store. Today was not exactly planned, but as soon as I found out that dive gear, zoo, you knew I was gonna make a video about it. So until the next video, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next one.